Hi, I'm Magnus Hawthorne, and this is Dungeons by Design. Small update, we did have a few setbacks. My trailer over at the Shady Hills Trailer Park got broken into. That will set back some of my editing, and so you won't get to see my latest Skechers commercial. So that's unfortunate. Anyways, I do have in my possession fan mail, so we can get right into it. Let's see here. Dear Magnus, what's your favorite class? Oof. I suppose this is a Dungeons and Dragons question, which I'm grateful it was an actual question this time and not like last time. I would probably say my favorite class in D&D is probably the Bard. The Bard is a unique class in the fact that it can play any role it needs to, and in your narrative, the Bard also plays an essential role in being able to infiltrate or access any area of society. And so I think that the Bard is a fine class. I believe Gygaxians approach it as fighter, mage, cleric, and thief, whereas mage or wizard is the most important class for resolving the greatest amount of problems, issues, and conflict, followed only by the cleric. I think in modern D&D, the Bard's the most important because, you know, the Bard can go anywhere and do anything. They're pretty terrific. Next question. Dear Magnus, we're contacting you about the extended warranty on your Kia Spectra. Mitchell? Next question. Dear Magnus, are you a Pinkie Pie man? More of an Applejack kind of guy, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think Pinkie Pie's a little overrated, a little too high energy for me. Like more of a simple character, a little more rural, kind of the common man's pony. Yeah, Applejack. No fancy magic, no flying. The way God intended. Next question. Let's see here. Dear Magnus, how do I get out of jury duty? Well, not normally an area of expertise I have. I'm more on the other side of the courtroom. I would say the best way to get out of jury duty is to compromise yourself with regards to the case. I think one of the things that get you thrown out of jury duty is if you're really close to the case. High-profile cases in particular will start to vet for people who've had exposure to the case. O.J. Simpson case, for example, everyone knew who O.J. Simpson was. So if you could somehow prove that maybe you were very close to a case, you may or may not get out of jury duty. But I'm not an expert, so don't quote me on that. Spent a lot more time facing a jury than sitting on one. Next question. Dear Magnus, what is your favorite kind of setting? My favorite kind of setting. Well, initially you want to go with Gothic horror, but you're wrong if you do that. The best kind of setting is whatever setting, and in my case, whatever setting allows you to achieve your narrative. And to that point, if you are telling perhaps a fairy tale type of story, you can have a setting that appeals to that, or a heroic adventure, or grim dark. Your setting is based on the type of story you want to tell. And so my favorite setting is whatever one is closest to my narrative storylines. And as a DM, that should be the case. Some settings, like perhaps Dark Sun, is a little more defined, where the setting is more about survival than it is about triumph or success. And that has its fans, but I think a bit more of a perhaps social or human story could be told outside of just Hey, I'm happy I got water today. So, Dark Sun sucks. It's a lot easier to go with what's my least favorite setting, and I hope in some way I answered your question. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. I'm Magnus Hawthorne, and I'm glad to receive your fan mails and answer your questions. I also know about my extended warranty now, that's good. And so please tune back in so we can share more time together and I can answer your questions as a dungeon master, as an editor, and as a friend. Take care. I swear to God, Mitchell,